And so, time for the boss of beast makers. Onward! Let's confront Metalhead. The boss here isn't really all that difficult, but the stage is kinda convoluted, a lot of branching paths to find all the treasure. So I need 500 gems and 1 dragon. When the smaller enemies get kicked toward you, just jump out of the way. As soon as they're down, they'll just throw whatever treasure they had at you. Very convenient. So basically, once again, we're dealing with the same enemies we had back in Treetops. The only appreciable difference, really, the larger ones are a lot more likely to throw their smaller friends at you, and the smaller ones are armored now. So again, basically, the most dangerous thing is just make sure you don't get pelted with a bunch of bananas. So, our first branching path. We need to go down to that little ledge there. And apparently, someone was thrown at me. Good job! It's a bit of a tight fit, but we need to get in here. In here we find an extra life. Quite a good bit of treasure laying around. And also, a key. Everyone loves keys. Actually, I really do like keys. I just think they're kinda cool. In the early Resident Evil games, when you'd gather up keys, and it would inevitably tell you, you don't need this key anymore and you can throw it away, I never did. I always just would hang on to them. I just thought they looked cool. So from here, we go up through this vortex, and that takes us to the rooftops, where there's even more treasure to be had. You need to do kind of a long jump off of here. And we get another extra life, and more treasure. So that was a nice little detour. Lighting the fireworks gets rid of all of those chests. It's just so convenient that you don't have to go chasing them down to wherever they landed. Makes them even friendlier than the silly armored witch doctors back at Dr. Shemp. And Durgan time. Hi there, Sadiki.
This big robot is all charged up to meet you. Attacking the power pole should disrupt its power supply.
So, Metalhead is a little bit different from most bosses. You don't attack the boss directly. Instead, you need to take out the various power poles. You need to charge them while they're de-energized. Charging them while they're electrified, that will hurt you. And you can't take them out with fire. Amusingly, you can actually coax Metalhead to destroy his own power poles. But there we go, Phase 1 complete. And he goes running off. Be sure and go up these stairs here. They can be a bit easy to miss. Alright. And Phase 2. Basically more of the same. Whoa, that was close. That was almost ready to zap me. And there we go. Metalhead is down. But we still have a good bit of treasure to claim. First things first, there's a bit of a path we need to follow here. It leads us behind this swamp waterfall thing, and it's where the locked chest is. So we have the exit portal here. Just have to wrap up collecting everything. There is more to be had in there, but we may as well take care of things out here first. This jump it looks a lot easier than it actually is. Getting enough clearance is kind of a thing. Fortunately, it's not dangerous, it's just tedious. And I'm not really sure why. By all accounts, this jump should not be as tricky as it actually is. Okay, come on, third time's the charm. Except not. Ow! This is just so silly. Because, I mean, jumping from the lower level, I'm not actually sure if you get quite enough clearance for that. I mean, we can try it. Oh, sure. In practice, I never had any luck with jumping from there. That just figures. Anyway, 500 gems, 1 dragon, and 1 ridiculously, stupidly hard jump that isn't dangerous, it's just picky. Whatever, man. Anyway, Metalhead complete. That's just ridiculous. So anyway, just one last little bit of business to attend to here in Beastmakers. And that would be the flight level. So, a little bit of a trek to get back to where it is. Down we go. And after a quick refreshing pause and the camera cooperating, yeah, there's the name, we'll take on Wild Flight. So, back in a moment. And so, time to wrap up Beastmakers with a Wild Flight. Let's go for it. This particular flight stage is a bit on the convoluted side. The paths aren't nearly as well defined as other flight levels, so it can be a little bit tricky to decide what target you need to go after first. First, you want to go after the boats. Don't get distracted by the arches or the treasure chests. Though, in this area, you can sneak in some arches if you want. It can make things a little bit faster later. Just make sure you don't miss any of the 8 boats. Once they're gone, then it's time to really concentrate on the arches. Once they're done, next up are the chests. In this area, don't get distracted by the planes flying around. Concentrate purely on the chests. Once the chests are done, now it's time to go after the planes. And as fast as they are here, you want to be flying against them. If you just try and chase them, chances are you won't catch up to them. Oh, missed one. Bugger. There we go. And since we got it outside, we get the full bling show here. All the shinies. Lovely. So with that all in one, 300 gems in one go. This is probably the toughest of the flight stages in this game. Just knowing where to go to find all the targets. It's very easy to get mixed up, especially between whether you should concentrate on the boats or the arches first. But with that, we've wrapped up everything in Beastmakers. All nice and complete, we're at 72%, we're getting there. So with that, thank you very much for watching, I hope you're enjoying the series so far, and I shall see you again next time. Until then, fare thee well.